Hello everybody, happy Friday to you. I am so excited because I've got lovely Susan here with me today, and we're just going to be having a little on-camera interview to talk to you guys a little bit about my recent retreat. Susan was on my retreat.
Yes.
She came with
Ellen, my daughter.
Her beautiful daughter Ellen.
Yeah.
And they were coming for a little bit of mummy-daughter time. And we're now 4 or 5 weeks on from the retreat, something like that. And so I'm just catching up with Susan to see how things are going. And I want to share that with you guys because we have our one-day event coming up on the 22nd of April, and there's a lot of interest and a lot of questions. And one of the easiest ways for me to share with you guys what we're all about at the Harrison Methodology is one of my lovely people who's out there doing it, one of my ambassadors here, Susan. So we have a huge array of ladies who come on our retreats and our events, and my youngest so far has been 17 up to in the 70s. So I think a lot of people are like, oh, is it for me, sort of thing. So I'm just good. So Susan, typical client, fabulous. What's a day in the life of Susan?
I was going to say busy mum, but actually I'm not so busy now because my two have grown up pretty much. So my son's 27, my daughter's 24, and they're both working, so that's fabulous. But I have been a little bit sort of squashed because I do have responsibilities for my dad.
Right.
And obviously, even though we're liberated women of today, it's the household is still mine. And I've always thought of myself as a fixer, so I fix things. So I make sure everything runs well in the house, and I fix anything that my children need sorting out. I sometimes have to pull back a little bit. Helicopter going on.
Helicopter parenting. Do they tell you when
we do?
Oh my goodness, okay, got
back
it.
Off. Okay.
We're good, you brought us up well, we've got this.
Yeah. We'll call you when we're ready.
Oh, I love it.
And then also, just there's things that you can't fix, and we'll come on to it, but one of the things that I took away from the whole weekend experience was that I can't fix everything. And that's really helped me to just relax a bit more about things.
Oh, that's huge,
so
isn't it?
Yeah,
for
it
starters,
huge.
Actually, because the pressure as people, women, that we put ourselves under, isn't it, to kind of cure everything for everybody else, just is exhausting. And like you're saying, it's not always possible. Sometimes it just is, and sometimes the people in our lives, our loved ones, need to kind of find their own journey out of something, don't they? And we kind of, all we can do is be there to kind of catch that sort of thing.
There's only so much you can do, and at work as well.
So you're working as well?
I work part-time,
right? Okay.
Which is really nice, and I really enjoy my job. But also I'm very much that the person, if there's a problem, I'll fix it. I'm the go-to person. Or if something needs to be organised, I'll organise it.
I'm dying to just say to you, in fixing everybody else, might there have been a little bit of capacity to do a bit of fixing of yourself, kind of thing? There wasn't
time, was there?
Exactly. Too busy being fabulous.
But then
for everybody
also,
else.
when it comes to Susan, can be lazy Susan.
Yes. Well, you know what? After fixing everyone else, we are a little tired, right? It's all done, and we deserve that kind of kickback. And when we think, oh, now it's time for me to do some lunges or some core work, I mean, please, absolutely. This is Susan's life, and we can already. I'm sure people out there are identifying. I'm all over that, totally. So Susan decides to come on my residential retreat about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and you signed up with Ellen, so it was a really lovely mummy-daughter time, and mummy-daughter is really popular on a little shout out to Sarah and Livia, who are our other I'm loving the mums, bringing the daughters, getting them into the wellness early on, and then out in America, we have Anna and Katerina. Hello, guys. And Debbie and Jen. Hello. So the mum and daughter thing. I love a mum who is bringing her daughter along, and I love a daughter who's bringing her. So shout out to you guys. Fabulous. Really great. So that's why you came.
Yes.
So why didn't you go shopping for the weekend? Why a wellness retreat and not shopping in Champagne, which I'm sure you do as well, but yeah.
Well, it was interesting. Sometimes it's about timing and opportunities and having met you at the dance school and everything. Mm-hmm. So Ellen and I thought, let's go away for a weekend somewhere, have some girly time, and we have had fabulous trips. Not that many. We had a trip to New York when she did her A levels, all kind of stuff like that, which was lovely.
Yeah.
So we said, let's have a spa weekend. And then you happened to mention that you were running this event in Newbury, and I thought, well, that would be nice. Thinking it'd be a little bit of yoga, a little bit of a sitting in the hot tub. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Time to chat.
And we did do all of that.
And we did do all of that, but a lot more. It's the and more. It's a plus. Yeah. It's a spa plus.
Yeah, a spa plus. Absolutely.
Yeah. And also with my daughter, she's busy in her life. So actually having those opportunities to just sit and chat when you're not under pressure is lovely. Yeah, and that was our objective.
Perfect. So you signed up and you arrived, and like I say, Susan and Ellen were not the only mummy daughters. We, family is really women spending time with women and their loved ones and best friends. We have best friends, we had sisters, and we all arrived, and we chose a lovely place.
Oh, superb!
I mean, just shout out to the vineyard in Newbury, absolutely stunning, and looked after us beautifully. And we kind of got going, and then I invited everybody into our space after we'd enjoyed some lovely green smoothies and things and coffee and whatever in the morning. And then everybody kind of finds this on there when they're thinking, I'm doing a little bit of yoga and chatting, and they find this huge kind of manual on there with all my notes. And they're like, oh, okay, I kind of knew this was wellness, I knew it was mindset, I knew there was a program, and I know I've kind of been promised something life-changing, and, but look at that, I'm back at school. So we all went in, and so we had an amazing time, and weren't we blessed with the coolest bunch of women, amazing bunch of women. And so we go through my Harrison wellness methodology, and we do have lots of yoga and lots of breaks and lots of workshops and guest lecturers and everything. So all in, what did you love about the weekend the most? What was for you and Ellen, what was the really...
I think it was actually, and I hate to use this word, it was transforming. And it's a big word.
Nice word.
And I can be very, very sceptical about things, even pronunciation. and sort of, so lovely. You see the folder and the Californian thing, and I think, that's not for me. I love it. I'm all right.
Not for me.
I'm all right. Yeah. I do a bit of exercise. Yeah. I eat all right.
You do. Which actually, Susan, you do, because everybody gets a big old questionnaire before they come to any of my events, and Susan is a healthy girl.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant.
So I thought, it's nice to be with Ellen.
Yeah, exactly. Nice hotel, 5-star,
nice food,
fabulous.
After it.
Absolutely.
I related to a few other people I knew.
Yeah, very nice.
What's not to like? Anyway, so it starts, and okay, I've got to fill this in, and okay, I've got to fill this. But then actually, as you then go through it and get, I'm not going to say, and drawn into it and involved, and there was so much love and support in the room. It was amazing. People sharing their own stories, but a lot of very interesting factual information, particularly about nutrition. That was one of my big takeaways. And then interspersing the day with a little bit of yoga, some stretching, it was just all nice. Yeah. It was all nice.
Yeah.
It was
an
just
easy
niceness
way.
for 2 days.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
And do you know, that's what I love about the retreats, actually, and setting our events in a beautiful setting, is that actually you are looked after, aren't you?
Yes.
And it kind of makes you, I think, in the places that we choose to be, we kind of go, oh, which just puts you in a really good frame of mind to receive information.
Yes.
You kind of immediately let go of it, don't you?
Yes.
Sort of thing. So you've kind of got capacity to kind of open yourself up to what you are about to hear, even if you're skeptical to start with. You're kind of in a place where you're kind of like, okay, there's everything I need right over there. I'm surrounded by good people. Let's just see what's about to happen.
Let's go with it.
So you said transforming.
Yes.
That is a big word, but I'm really pleased to hear it, because that transforming for one person is so different for another person. But it kind of, it's music to my ears, really, because, you know, my kind of personal mission is to kind of get everybody living with a mindset of wellness. And when I say a mindset of wellness, like I've said in other videos, we have a huge amount of information available to us about nutrition, about exercise, about rest, about stress, about mindfulness, about what exercise plan, how to eat. And they're all kind of right in their own way. You can pick up a book that will tell you just to eat protein and meat, and it will support its argument very, very well. And then you can pick up the book next to it just about eating plants, and that will support its argument very, very well. I kind of choose with what I do with my work is to take a step back from all of that and actually start addressing this, the actual how you see yourself in relation to lifestyle, wellness, physical ability, how we feel about our bodies. You know, as in, are our bodies strong and capable? So more than, is this diet right, is this diet right? I take it right back to the mindset, and we kind of talked quite a lot about that being a conscious. You know, most of us, if to date we haven't woken up and said, I love lettuce. Do you remember we had a bit of fun with that? I love lettuce. I just want to drink water all day. You know, if we haven't woken up yet feeling that, it is unlikely to happen. So we have to kind of get a little bit more granular and a little bit more conscious about the choices that we make and kind of take responsibility for that. And that's the kind of arena I'm addressing, I think, on what we do. So transforming, what can I ask for you, what's transformed? What since we had our lovely time together, what's the take home? Because you can go on lots and lots of lovely retreats, beautiful retreats, even nicer than mine.
Surely not.
No, I did not agree with that anyway. But beautiful retreats in stunning settings. And they are amazing for mummy-daughter time, for that downtime, for that quality family time.
Yes.
Why I want mine to be different is I want take home. I want that beautiful experience of us all together, but then I kind of want something to be different once you've gone home. I want that answer. I want what you signed up for to actually happen for you. So in your personal experience, what was transforming for you?
I think it was the two things really. The sort of the three pillars that we spoke about. So yes, and I mentioned earlier, I thought I was all right. I do some exercise, I eat fairly well, and I try and go to sort of bed not too late. But I wasn't really focusing on them. They were just sort of happening, and I thought they're okay. Like, I tick those boxes, are over there. And let's get off now and fix everything else, and get stressed and try and do too much. I try and do too much all the time and be exhausted and everything else. So it was really. So my takeaways are a bit corny, but in the morning I do either. So I usually say out loud to myself, today I'm going to live my day in wellness. So actually that's about making some good choices. And if I make a bad choice, for instance, we just had Valentine's, so probably over it and over drunk and everything, then have chocolates, but that's fine. But the next morning, that was when.
So let's just talk about that, because I don't actually think there are bad choices. I think there's life. So I'm not actually, you know, I think there was Valentine's Day, and how lovely. I mean, how lovely to be having some chocolates and maybe something to drink and a special meal or something, but that's actually life. And I want normal. We're kind of regular. We don't want lettuce everywhere either. We don't mind a bit of it as a garnish, but we don't want to live on it, do we? Gosh, no. So I think, so you've had your lovely Valentine's and you've enjoyed some chocolate and everything, and then so the next morning you get up and you're like, am I living in wellness today? And your answer, I'm guessing, is yes. So what the really exciting thing, and so a lot of people would have the Valentine's Day, go, right, I've messed the diet up, I'm done. I'll just carry on for the rest of the week, and then we kind of never get back into and that's diet mentality, you know, and that's so nice that is nowhere near your world now. We just think that was Valentine's Day. I get up, I get on with the next day.
Yeah.
So it's that conscious decision I'm hearing.
Yeah, and it's something you spoke about is the mindset. Yeah. So it's mindset, and it's making sure that there is some exercise every day, that I do make goodish food choices, but I don't deprive myself. I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything.
Yeah, good.
And the rest was important as well, which wasn't only making sure I get to bed at a reasonable time, but during the day have rest.
Yeah.
And I wasn't very good at that because I go.
Machine.
As one thing's finished, as one thing is nearly finished, the next one has started, and trying to do everything. And I've really pulled back from that. And actually, the fixing thing, I have fixed a number of things as much as I can. Yeah. Now I just need to let that go, and also let other people, you know, take some of that on as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
And the other takeaway I had was our little slogan, which is "If not now, when?" Yeah. So if I don't start now, when am I going to start to do all these things? Absolutely. And I have started doing some new things, which I've thought about for a long time that I wanted to do.
Oh my goodness! Are you going to tell us?
It's a bit odd, but no, it's
not. I mean, not odd. We don't like normal, do we?
Well, when I was 40, my husband bought me a piano.
Oh,
yeah. And I've never had time or made time to learn to play the piano.
Yes.
So now I've started teaching myself.
Oh my goodness! But you're doing it,
and I only do 10 minutes a day. Yeah, and I love it.
My daughter Lily's there, and I'm like, oh my god, that's got me. I love that.
So that's lovely. So I like that.
That is so cool, and it's not odd at all. It's actually beautiful.
It's
I was thinking it'd be much more juicy than that.
I can't share that. But I've also been. It's always been about school qualifications, working, all of those things, my big joke is because I've got an underactive thyroid, but I've got an overactive husband. So we do lots of things, busy.
Yeah, you are.
But actually taking some quiet time and sitting with the book, which is probably my daughter's on.
Yes, from grade, whatever. Yes, absolutely.
It's lovely.
I love that. That is so, isn't that?
That is secret.
Just, I love not anymore.
No, not anymore.
No.
So I didn't want any pressure. But,
no.
Yeah. So the objective the goal is to be able to play a Christmas carol at Christmas.
Oh my goodness. I love
and
that.
And can come around and sing.
I'm there. I might take some singing lessons because I'm really not very good at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so
that's
good.
Quite a change up. So we're kind of like, certainly the big kind of busyness and fix. We're kind of thinking a little bit more consciously about that and kind of, it sounds like you're kind of making a little bit more time for yourself and kind of
that's what it
acknowledging what you can do with regards to helping everybody else, but actually bringing your own self in our 24 hours up in that and spending time trying to learn the piano, which is a something that's been obviously calling you.
It has been calling me every time I walk past the dining room, it's in there.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know, the three pillars of physical wellness are how we move, so some exercise every day, what we eat, and how we rest our body, and that is that. And we're kind of making investments into those. We're giving a nod and making investments into those every single day, which makes us feeling well. And Susan's absolutely right. Our huge, logo, branded everything, merch has, if not now, when? And that was one of our great big things, wasn't it? That weekend where we all kind of like took a moment and decided, well, actually when? And how many times have I kind of said I'm going to change something or whatever, and how about now? Yeah. Because if it's not now, realistically, when are we going to actually do that? Yes. So that's
really
huge.
Good.
Yeah, that's a big one, and it's so funny because every time I deliver a talk, a lecture, a seminar, a retreat, an event, anything at all, even a conversation like this, something speaks to my heart. I mean, I've written this, but every time when I'm surrounded by a different group of people, something else kind of speaks to my heart within it and kind of brings itself out. And that's so about the kind of environment and the people that are around, which is wonderful.
Yeah. So. Well, I think that was the other big thing about the weekend. was that we were all women from different sort of backgrounds and different stages in our lives and different pressures and demands, and we all shared, and it was lovely.
Yeah, I know.
Really
Do you know one of my highlights of the weekend? That lazy Sunday morning breakfast that we had. You know, where you were sat. It was Rebecca, wasn't it?
Yes.
Rebecca and you and Ellen on this side. Oh, how nice was that? I mean, when do you just sit back and kind of enjoy breakfast over quite a long period of time?
Yes.
And that was just beautiful, wasn't it? Because we kind of, as well as kind of keeping everybody extremely busy at these events, we kind of invite this kind of actual time to let go a little bit, and we had some lovely spa time together, didn't we? But equally, I loved that breakfast. That was so much fun.
Yes.
And
but it was a breakfast after, for me, one of the best night sleeps ever.
Yes. Wasn't it just?
Can we talk about Saturday night?
Oh yes. We have a little pyjama party after dinner on Saturday nights. Top secret. But it's we had the amazing Holly do a sound bath for us, and we're all thrown into a busy day. A busy day with the methodology. Beautiful supper, a few cocktails, beautiful supper, and then our pyjama party. And they're always different, but this time we had an amazing Holly doing a sound bath for us, which was new for, I think, everybody in the room.
Yes.
And we literally floated out of the room to bed out for yoga at 8 a.m. the next morning.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Absolutely,
yes.
Oh, so Susan, thank you. Thank you so much. We are going to have some more of our ladies from my first retreat doing interviews like this, so do watch out for them. But I want to thank Susan so much for doing this, because some of the other ladies suggested Susan to kick this off because she's amazing, and Susan's come to my house this morning to do this, and she said, "Now, I just want you to know I'm completely out of my comfort zone, but I did say to myself, if not now, when?" So
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, really.
And I have to say thank you.
Oh,
It's made a big difference. Thank you very much.
And ladies, Susan is going to be with me wearing the t-shirt as one of my wellness ambassadors at the event on the 22nd of April back at the vineyards, and we're doing everything in one day. It's going to be super busy, but some of my amazing ladies who came to my retreat are coming back as, in fact most of you are, coming back as ambassadors. They'll be wearing our If Not Now When t-shirts and just kind of helping everybody out, so you can come and meet Susan then. Thank you. Hug, because that's what we do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you all soon. Happy weekend.
Skeptical. Just a bit.
Hang on, I've got it. Skeptical. Can't do it. I was
Skeptical.
We got that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You just got that part. I was right. I got that in. I like it. All right.